get sued. There's one you don't see very often, guys. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, BP is in the passenger seat of this Dodge. His trailer is hooked up. But we're hauling animals to Whitewood. Thank you very much. Thank you very much to Brian Lennenbach and his truck. I won't put you on YouTube, but I did say your name. Brian had to remind himself of what it was like to haul beef cattle again. Normally he just hauls them black and white Holstein things. I just call them things.
I'll deal with you later.
Alrighty, this is load number 1. We got one more to do, so we'll let you guys go and talk to you later. Alrighty, guys. Well, that's 2 trips to Whitewood all done and said. There's the trailer. Again, a big shout out and thank you to Brian, my buddy Brian. He came with his truck. Excuse me. Pulled my trailer. His trailer was in use. And helped us get these 2 loads hauled in. So that's a big positive. I'm going to end up on him shortly. So, yeah. Fun, right? It's still a little noisy around here. And it will be for a couple more days yet with these little guys. 17. But they'll settle down in a little bit. Anyway, I'm gonna let you go. We'll talk to y'all later. Alrighty, guys, so as I'm cutting brush, I vaguely remember this trail. CP says she could remember us going on it a couple of times, but not very goddamn much. So we're gonna head down this trail. I'm gonna find out just how far it actually goes. I can't remember how far it goes, if it's very far at all or what, but now this is why I wanted to get a machine for my Bobcat versus a pull machine that goes behind our tractor, so I could go down trails like this without having to worry about catching branches and ripping the mirrors off the tractor and so on and so forth. The Bobcat is so much more versatile and more, how do you say, construction type of a piece of equipment versus a tractor. So I'll bring you guys back once I get down this trail a ways. Well, it didn't really go that far. It probably went about 300 yards. But what I did find was this one big open area. I don't know how big it really is, because as you can see, all these sapling poplars and willows that have started growing in here. So we need to clean all this stuff up in order to open this ground up better, allow more sunlight in for the grass to grow, and the cows can utilize it better. They've definitely been in here. You can see their trails kind of through the trees, so on and so forth. So they're definitely been in this area, but the whole idea is to let them utilize all of the ground versus just along the trails. She's a slow process, but we will eventually get her caught up. Yeah, working with the lights on. I guess I guess it's time to go home. I can't really show you guys much out here, other than the fact that this one area, I did get it all cleaned up. All through there, if you can make that out at all, the lights on these Bobcats aren't that great, at least not mine. So I'm gonna head home, and who knows, maybe I'll be back out here tomorrow for a little bit. We'll talk to y'all later. Alrighty guys, how's it going today? Yeah, with the winds that we've had over this fall, them 100k winds and stuff, there's trees down along our fence lines, and we came out and cleaned them up. We got all the trees off the fence lines, but man, is there down trees out here. Whew. Like everywhere. So we're taking a few home. Hey, you know what? We gotta say thank you. Thank you. You know why?
Why?
Thank you to all our subscribers for getting us over 3,000.
Yeah, thank you.
So, you guys are awesome. Let's keep that number climbing.
Stay warm.
And here, I'll tell you guys what. You guys get us up to 10,000, and I'm going to do a major giveaway when we hit 10,000. At least it'll be major to us. Might not be major to you, but it'll be major to us.
You never know what it'll be.
I've got a few things in mind, but like I said, you got to get us to 10,000 subs, and we will definitely be doing a big giveaway. It won't be no sweater, it won't be no hoodie, it won't be a jacket. It's going to be something big, okay? Got some more firewood. You ready? Cut more firewood, cut it down. Yeah? In this friggin' wind today. And that wind is cold and it bites, the big one. Okay, let's get this thing home. The sleigh is kind of sort of working. We got to put some kind of sides on it, and we got to put hooks on it for tying stuff down. But it's a start. Alrighty, let's get her home. Catch you guys later. Hey guys, how's it going? Well, it ain't going so great over here. You can all see what that looks like, right? Thought I'd come out and play with the Bobcat and the mower, and took a stone of some sort, literally right there, and that just shattered. So I'm slowly working my way back to the yard, because I don't want that whole fucking glass to fall in on top of me. Trying to get back to the yard without it breaking out completely. And not going too fast so it's not bouncing so hard. Guess I'll be ordering a new glass tomorrow, and probably one that is more like a plexiglass or a Lexian glass, something like that. Because we're going to be doing a lot more friggin' brush cutting than what I've done at this point, and I don't need this to happen again. Anyway, I'll let you guys go. We'll talk to y'all later. Alrighty guys, well, I got to town here this morning about 11 o'clock, and I went over to one guy's place. Went over to Novus Windshield Repair to see if they can cut me a piece of Lexan or like it's like a like a plastic or whatever type glass for my Bobcat. And these ones are slightly different, but not a lot. They are still curved, and just the way it's all notched out for the door hinges. Mine, it's pushes out more on the top here. So they said no, they'll never be able to get that cut and to bend because it's a curved windshield. So we got over here to Bobcat about 11:30, quarter to 12, and they said, yeah, we can get somebody on it right away. So it's quarter to 2 now. So I'll find out. 4 taxes in, 3 years ago, the window was like $180 plus another $180 to install. All total, it was like $400, just shy of $400. Now that window is $430 taxes in, plus an hour and a half for install to put the glass inside the frame. Crazy. But anyway, we'll find out what it is when I get in here. Talk to you later. Alrighty guys, well, we got our glass. They charged us an hour for the install. So $205 and some cents. Crazy, right? I think it was 205 or 225 or some goddamn thing like that. All total, we're looking at like basically $650 fucking dollars for this glass. That's nuts. I can have a window put in my truck for less money than a friggin' Bobcat window. Whoa, red light. That's all I need is a goddamn red light ticket. I just want to get home and get something done today. So I'm going to let you guys go. We'll bring you back when we get back home. Catch y'all later. Alrighty guys, well, we're not quite home yet, but something I wanted to say. So this morning I'm on my phone, I get all these news blogs, and reading this one news blog about these university scientist people that down in the States, and to me it's just stupid, but anyways, they're down in the States and they discovered bone sediment in the sediment at the bottom of this lake in Wyoming National Park, and I can't remember the name of the lake, but anyway, they discovered bone sediment and confirmed that herbivores, so like buffalo and elk, roamed the face of the planet or face of the earth in that area 2,500 years ago. Now let that sink in for a minute, guys. 2,500 years ago. In the big scheme of things, 2,500 years ago isn't that long ago. Last I checked, the year right now is 2024, and we're going to be rotating into 2025 right away. Now, I highly doubt I'll live long enough to see year 2100, but with that being said, they're basically telling us that in the 1700s, yeah, there was buffalo and elk. Well, no frigging shit, there was buffalo and elk. There was people in the 1700s. Whether it was white people or Native American people, I don't care. There was still people in this country. in North America. Back then, there wasn't no such thing as Canada, USA, as far as I know. I'm not sure what year the US declared itself a country. I don't know that. But it was still the North American area, right? Canada, the US, so on and so forth. We were all one big ass country. So, and I still consider us one big ass country. There's the US of A, United States of America, and then there's Canada, and then there's North America, and that would include both of us. So yeah, 2,500 years ago, they made it sound as if we were in the dinosaur era 2,500 years ago. So it's a bunch of it's all this woke bullshit. Just like the weather people try to tell us that we never saw minus 50 years ago. Okay, well, I'm 55, and I know damn well it was minus 50 when I was 10 years old. So 40 years ago, or 45 years ago, we had minus 50, and now if we see a minus 50 nowadays, they're trying to tell us that we broke a cold record. So yeah, it's kind of bullshitish to me, but just the way the times have changed is what I'm getting at. Anywho, we're home. I got things that I need to get done, and we'll talk at you all later. Alrighty, so as you can see, we still have glass around here, and I do have a little bit in there that I got to clean up, but not much. But anyway, with Bobcat, if I take this hinge off and this one off, I have a relatively flat surface. Back you up a bit. From this point to the bottom, outside of this divot here. But from this point up, as you can see, that's not going to work worth a shite, right? So I'd have to, if I was to make a plexiglass door and have a flat surface, I would almost have to have two pieces. I wouldn't be able to do one solid piece. It would have to be two pieces. Not that that would be a terrible thing, but I would have to change the hinges, stuff like that. So the next step, if I happen to break this bastard again, the next step for this guy, and you can see how the window is curved in the front, and then it curves out also, right? The way it's made. So if I was to break this son of a bitch again, it would be to make a door that's two pieces, or buy the Lexan safety glass, and that they're saying it's like bulletproof, and that safety glass, just the glass part of it, is over $1,000. Yeah, plus the install. And they say it's harder to install. I don't know, but that would be the next step. So, but for now, I'm going to work on building this. This is going to be a 5-bar continuous panel, 24 feet long. So let's get after it, right? Talk to you later. Alrighty guys, so in the shop here. Now if you guys remember I don't know when it was, way back early spring, April-ish, maybe March? No, May, because we were seeding. Guys were still seeding. We went down to Limerick, Saskatchewan, and we picked up this bundle of square tubing, and it's 125 wall, so it's like 1/8. I also got that scale from my brother, which we have not done anything with, and we're not sure if we're going to do anything. I might end up reselling it. But the whole idea back then was CP wanted some continuous corral panel. She figured, well, you could build it out of this stuff, and yeah, she's right, I could. But to make it work, normally your continuous corral panel of the stuff that I've seen is round pipe, and they'll kind of squash the one end, so the other end just slips over top. Well, in this case, I got this 1 inch, then I got, I believe that's 1.25 inches. We'll double check that right now. It's got to be 1.25 inches. Yep, 1.25 inches, 125 wall, and it slips over top of the 1 inch perfectly. So when you run this screws onto the posts of your corral. There's a little bracket that you can purchase, and I did have one at the shop here, and I have no idea where I put it. There it is. This guy right here. This is for round pipe continuous fence, but look at that. It'll work for this stuff too, see? So you just run a little egg screw through each of those. If you want to run a bigger one, you'll have to drill the holes, but that goes over top, and that's what holds this to your posts. And when you bring the next one in, you just run it inside here. So these are 6 inches long. I slide them over top 3 inches, weld them on this end, and then the next one can slide inside 3 inches. Simple. Anywho, I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to do a full weld. I got to get on the underside in here. The stuff that I buy with pipe, it's only welded on the face side, a little bit here and here. It's not welded on the bottom or underneath or anything like that, but I'm doing full weld on this stuff. So I'll flip it over, we'll get her welded up, and then we could get it out of here. And then maybe I'll clean that deck off, get the window in, stand him up, sharpen the blades a little bit so I could get him out. And then I got to do some work on the shit spreader because I need to get him inside here to do the work on him. She's just a whirlwind of things going on, guys. Talk to you later. Alrighty, so this one's all welded up. So what I did was from the end, 3 feet on center, and this is where I was thinking it should be good enough, but it obviously is not. For me, it'll work, but if I was to build a bunch of these and sell them, this bar should have been 3/16 versus 1/8. That would make it a lot more rigid and a lot stronger. So when you grab the one side, they want to roll. See that? It'll be a heavy goddamn gate at 1/8 wall, 24 feet long. It is heavy. But anyways, my measurements here, guys, from the end, 3 feet to center point. That's hot. Then from that point, 6 feet, 6 feet, 6 feet. And then from center point here to the end inside would be 3 feet. So when you run your corral panel inside here to the next bar, it'll actually work out to 6 feet. So yeah, this is it's a heavy friggin' panel. That's all I can say. I don't know how heavy it is. I haven't done the math, but it would be chunky. Anywho, I'm gonna go to work on that thing now. Talk to you later while this cools. Alrighty guys, so here we are with this MS Attachments brush mower. And I don't know if I ever mentioned it before, but this right here is the inspection door area. So you can get to your bolts for your blades underneath. This is where you would undo them, undo your nuts and bolts, or tighten them up, either. This one had loosened off since we got it, and with the use I've been putting on her. So we just snugged him up. The others are good. But yeah, it's just a simple inspection plate, 9/16 wrench. Tighten them up, hold them in place. Pretty simple. Now all I got left to do on here is put the door in the Bobcat. We cleaned all the crud off of her, vacuumed the cab all out of the glass, so it's ready to go. One job after the next. Talk to you later.